the Fantasy Factory where we're doing this interview was the setting for much of Rob and Big and the latter, Fantasy Factory series. You could kind of creatively place products in here that you own or have an equity stake in and have them appear in the show. And you had to, I believe, work that out with MTV to get the right to do that. How difficult was it to work it out?
Well, the reality of it was I was so ahead of my time that I tricked them, right? So
you tricked them.
I tricked them, right? So the reality of it was Rob and Big was this great success, but I didn't want Rob and Big to define me, right? So at the time I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. I had sold them ridiculousness during the final season of Rob and Big. Ultimately because, and I read an article with Vinny DeBona about America's Funniest Home Videos, $500 million global syndication. I was like, I'm gonna make a cool version of America's Funniest Home Videos. Sold it to them on the spot back then.
And it's now the top show on MTV.
Yeah, but back then, they were like, no, we want you to do another reality show. We'll do them both. Right, and then they offered me all the money to do another reality show or a fourth season of Rob and Big. You can do them both, and I was like, man, I was deciding over a weekend, like, man, I don't want to do a reality show. I don't want it to be compared to Rob and Big. And then I was like, man, you're being a pussy, and they're gonna pay you all this money. You might as well do it. So my only request in the deal was, well, first I wrote out the entire concept of Fantasy Factory that weekend, and which I called the Fantasy Life, where it was going to be every episode was going to be about another one of my businesses, and I would produce it the same way I did with Rob and Big, in sort of a comedic way, And they're like, oh, we love it, we'll take it, let's go. And so when I did the deal, I just requested that I own all of my integration rights. And so if it's anything that I own, they can't say no to. If I carved out every brand that I had, they couldn't say no to. And then when it came to big potential corporate brand sponsorships, we were 50-50, meaning they could never put anything in, and I could kill anything they could kill somebody from me, right? But the problem was since I would write everything, I would write these immensely intricate integrated brand partnerships with their advertisers. So they wouldn't care, because it's like, oh man, you're killing it for our advertisers, and then I would go do a big deal on the side with the advertiser, right? So by setting it up like that, it became, basically like a integrated marketing machine, sort of veiled in fun and absurd comedy.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.